Next, good morning students. Okay, continuation of classification of elements. We'll see the classification of elements based on the valence electron, based on the differentiating electron, based on the valence electron or differentiating electron. All the elements are classified into 4 blocks. One is S block elements, second one P block elements, okay, third one D block elements, fourth one F block elements. Okay, based on the differentiating electron, based on the last electron, based on the valence electron present in orbital, elements were classified into 4 blocks. One is S block elements, P block elements, D block elements and F block elements. Okay, if differentiating electron means last electron. If differentiating electron present in S orbital, those elements belongs to S block. If differentiating electron present in a p orbital, those elements belongs to p block. If differentiating electron present in a n-1 d orbital, those elements belongs to d block. If differentiating electron present in a n-2 f orbital, those elements belongs to f block. Okay, f block. Here S block elements present in periodic table extreme left side, P block elements present in extreme right side of the periodic table. Okay, D block elements present in between S and P. Okay, properties also between S and P. So we kept D block elements in between the S and P. Okay, here F block elements are arranged in bottom of periodic table. Okay, here next. Okay, here in periodic table, first group and second group elements we call S block elements. Long form of periodic table, 13th to 18th group elements we call as K block elements. In between 3rd to 12th group elements we call as D block elements and F block elements. 3rd to 12th group elements we call as D block elements and F block elements. D block elements and F block elements. And here the general electronic configuration of this S block elements is NS1 to NS2. The general electronic configuration. Okay, and here we discussed yesterday. First group is present, and here second group is present. First group general electronic configuration is this one. Second group general electronic configuration is NS2. Okay, first group elements are called alkali metals. Second group elements are called alkaline earth metals. What are the first group elements? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. And all these are only one valence electron. One electron in S orbital present. One electron present in S orbital. Okay, next second group elements. Okay, here beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. All these are the second group elements. All these are the alkaline earth metals. What are the metals which has the element which has capable to donate one electron? We call as metal. And then we move into the P block. Okay, P block means electron, differentiating electron present in p orbital. These are present right side of the extreme right side of the periodic table. 13th group to 18th group elements we call as p block elements. The general electronic configuration of p block elements is ns1, ns2, np12, ns2, np6. It accommodates 6 electrons. That's why 6 groups are present in p block. Okay, here s block accommodate 2 electrons, so we have 2 groups in s block. It accommodates 6 electrons, so we have 6 groups in this one. 13th group, okay, 14th group, 15th group, 16th group, 17th group, 18th group. These are all we called as p block elements. Okay, the general electronic configuration of 13th group elements is ns2, np1, 14th group ns2, np2, 15th group ns2, np3, 16th group ns2, np4, 17th group ns2, np5, 18th group ns2, np6. These are the general electronic configuration of different groups. What is the general electronic configuration of p block elements? ns2, np1 to ns2, np6. 13th group elements boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. This we called boron family. Next 14th group elements carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. This is called carbon family. What are the 14th group elements? Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. All these are simply considered as a 14th group elements. Okay, 14th group elements are also called carbon family. 14th group elements are also called carbon family. And 15th group elements. Okay, here nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Okay, these are called nicogens. Suffocating. Nico means suffocating. Okay, suffocating elements. These are called suffocating elements. These are called nicogens. Nitrogen family. Oxygen family. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. This is called oxygen family. Or chalcogens. Chalcogens means bore forming compounds. Bore means we'll prepare sodium or sodium magnesium from the sodium chloride. All those sodium hydroxide, sodium chlorides, all those are considered as a bores. Okay, chalcogens, bore forming compounds. Next, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, arsenic. These are called halogens, salt forming compounds. These are all we called as salt forming compounds. Next, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. All these are the 18th group elements. Okay, the other name for the 18th group elements, inert gases, noble gases, M8 elements, nullivalent elements, zero group elements, 18th group elements, 8th group elements, rare gases. These are the different names of this 18th group elements. 8th group elements, inert gases, noble gases, M8 elements, nullivalent elements, commonly called zero group elements. 18th group, rare gases. These are rare, available in nature. That's why we called rare gases. These are the 18th group elements, and here 13th to 18th group elements. Remember here next classification. Silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium. in diagonal way, which are present in diagonal way, those are we called metalloids. Remember this one: silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, which are present in diagonal way, those are metalloids. We'll see in continuation one more classification of elements based on the nature: metals, non-metals, metalloids. These 5 are metalloids which are present in P block. Okay, this is about the importance and explanation of the P block elements. Then in continuation we'll see the one more D block elements. D block elements. These D block elements are present in periodic table in between S and P block elements. Okay, third group to 13th group, third group to 12th group elements we called as D block elements. Okay, D bar will accommodate 10 electrons. So each D block contains 10 elements. P block contain 6 elements, S block contain 2 elements. Here D block contain 10 elements. F block, which F series contain 40 electrons. And here, okay, these D block elements are also called transition elements. We will see in continuation that what is the meaning of transition. Okay, general electronic configuration of D block. General electronic configuration of D block elements. D block, I am explaining D block. Don't want to go to the F block. Next we will see F block. General electronic configuration of D block is NS1R2 N-1D 1 to 10. Here N is the principal quantum number, S is the orbital. This is the general electronic configuration of D block elements. What is the general electronic configuration of transition elements? Okay, NS1R2 as usual, N-1D 1 to 9 only. This is the general electronic configuration of transition elements. General electronic configuration of transition elements. Okay, transition elements. Here, okay, these are in periodic table. Okay, these are arranged in 3D series, 4D series, 5D series and 6D series. Okay, this is called first transition element, this is called second transition element, this is called third transition element, this is called as fourth transition element. Okay, what is the 3D block elements and what is the general electronic configuration of 3D? Okay, here I am writing. First 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D now. What is the general electronic configuration of 3D? 4S, 1R2, okay, 3D, N-1D now, N-1 means 3, 1 to 10. Okay, this is the 3D series, general electronic configuration. 3D series means scandium 21 to zinc 30. These 10 elements belongs to 3D series. 10 element belongs to 3D series. First one. Then second one, 4D series. 4D series. Okay, after this one, okay, after that zinc 31, 32, 36, 37, 38. 38 finish na yttrium 39 to cadmium 48. These 10 elements belongs to 4D series. General electronic configuration is 5S, 1R2, 4D, 1 to 10. This is the general electronic configuration of 4D series elements. Next, 5D series. 5D series. 5D series start with the lanthanum 57. After the lanthanum 57, cerium 58. Cerium 58 belongs to 58 to lutetium 71, 14 elements belongs to a block. In continuation I will give. After the 71, osmium 72 to mercury 80. These 10 elements belongs to 5D series. General electronic configuration is 6s, 1 or 2, 5D, okay, 1 to 10. This is the general electronic configuration of 5D series. Okay, general electronic configuration of 5D series. And then in continuation, 6D series. 6D series. 6D series means general electronic configuration 7s, 1 or 2, and 6D, 1 to 10. This is the general electronic configuration of 6D. What is the 3D? What is the 4D? What is the 5D? What is the 6D series? The differentiating electron present in 3D orbital, last electron present in 3D orbital, last electron present in 4D orbital, last electron present in 5D orbital, last electron present in 6D orbital. So that those elements belongs to that series. Okay, here actinium 89. After the actinium 89, thorium atomic number 90, thorium 92, lawrencium 103. All those 14 elements belongs to F block. After the lawrencium 103, 104 continuation. Okay, it is an incomplete period, incomplete series. Okay, 6D series. Okay, and here all the D block elements, most of the D block elements are metals. Most of the D block elements are having catalytic properties, okay, color properties, maybe exhibit color properties, catalytic properties, magnetic properties, okay, along with the complex formation properties, and form the more and more oxidation numbers and shows more and more oxidation number. Okay, we'll see in continuation what are those. Second PUC. Okay, this is about the one important one, D block elements. Then in continuation, we'll see the F block elements. Okay, if the differentiating electron present in a n-2 F orbital, we call F block elements. If the differentiating electron present in a F orbital, n-2 F orbital, we call F block elements. We call F block elements. Okay, these F block elements are arranged at the bottom of the periodic table in two series. One is 4F series and 5F series. Means, okay, differentiating electron, if the differentiating electron present in a 4F orbital, we call 4F series. Okay, if the differentiating electron present in a 5F orbital, we call 5F series. Okay, general electronic configuration of 4F series and general electronic configuration of 5F series. Here I am taking 5F series and 4F series. General electronic configuration of 4F series is, okay, here, what is that? Ns 1 or 2, n minus 1d 1 or 2, okay, n minus 1d, general, okay, this is the general electronic configuration of F block elements. After that, n minus 2, F 1 to 14. 1 to 14. This is general electronic configuration of F block elements. General electronic configuration of 4F series and 5F series. 4F series means here 4F 1 to 14. Here 5F 1 to 14. 4F 1 to 14. 5F 1 to 14. And here n minus 1d, and that means 5d 1 or 2. Here 5d 1 or 2, sorry, 3d 1 or 2. N minus 1 minus 2 means okay, 5d 1 or 2, 6s 1 or 2. Here 7s 1 or 2, okay, 6d 1 or 2. 5F 1 to 14. 5F 1 to 14. Here 4F 1 to 14. That is, this is the general electronic configuration of 4F series elements. This is the general electronic configuration of 5F series elements. 5F series elements. 4s series elements, okay, here cerium 58 to lutetium 71, cerium 58 to lutetium 71, these 14 elements we called as 4f series elements. Thorium 90 to lawrencium 103, these 14 elements we called as 5f series elements. After the lanthanum, this series is start, so we called lanthanides or lanthanones. After the actinium 89, this series starts, we called actinides or actinones. Actinones. All these are we called as, all F block elements we called as artificial elements, man-made elements. Man-made elements. Most of the F block elements are heavy elements. The radioactive elements. Radioactive elements. And these F block elements are also called as inner transition elements. F block elements are also called as inner transition elements. This is the general electronic configuration of F block. This is the general electronic configuration of 4F block, 4F series. This is general electronic configuration of 5F series. What are the 4F series element? Lanthanides. 5F series elements? Actinides. Thorium 92, lawrencium 103 we called actinides. And here cerium 58 to lutetium 71 we called as lanthanides. This is about the one more classification. Classification of elements based on the differentiating electron. Next, in continuation, classification of elements based on the nature. Classification of elements based on the nature. Based on the nature, elements classified into three types. Elements classified into three types. One is metals, non-metals, metallites. Metals, non-metals and metallites. What are metals? The element which has capability to donate electron. The element which has capability to donate electron, those are simply considered as a metals. The element which has capability to donate electron, those are simply considered as a metals. First group elements, second group elements, and some of the D block elements. Some of the D block elements are considered as a metals. What are first group elements? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. All those are considered as a metals. Hydrogen is a gas, it is not metal. Francium is radioactive element, it is not metal. This is just metal. And here, non-metals. The element which has electron accepting capability. The element which has electron accepting capability, those are we called as non-metals. Non-metals. In third group, some of the P block elements, some of the D block elements and F block elements are non-metals. Non-metals. That means boron is non-metal, carbon is non-metal, aluminium is a metal. Like that. Fluorine non-metal, chlorine non-metal, bromine non-metal, iodine non-metal. All those are the non-metal. Oxygen non-metal, sulfur non-metal. All those are the non-metals. And metallites, the elements which have intermediate properties between metals and non-metals, we call as metallites, semi-metals. What are the examples of semi-metals? For example, 14th group is there. What are the 14th group elements? Carbon, silicon, germanium. Two are metallites. Next 16th group, tellurium is the metalloid. In 13th group, boron, aluminum. After the aluminum, gallium. Okay. After the aluminum, gallium and indium. Arsenic also. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony. Sorry, not gallium, indium. Silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium. All these are having intermediate properties between metals and non-metals. That's why we call as these are metalloids. This is about the one more classification of elements based on the nature. Classification of elements based on the nature. Next classification, one more classification is there. Just I don't want to go for the complete information of this one. Just I will do classification based on classification of elements based on reactivity. Based on the reactivity, elements are classified into 4 blocks. 4. Based on the reactivity, elements are classified into 4. One is inert gases, inert elements. Second one, representative elements. Third one, transition elements. Fourth one, inner transition elements. Based on the reactivity, elements were classified into 4 types. Inert, not having any reactivity. Representative, these will representate for the chemical reaction. That's why we call representative elements. Transition elements, inner transition element. Before I explained the S block, P block, D block, F block, all these same. But here 18th group elements are called inert elements due to the completely filled electronic configuration in valency shell. Due to the completely filled electronic configuration at valency shell, okay, these elements we considered as a inert, no reactivity. Nowadays these are called noble gases also. Representative elements. The elements which are representative for the chemical reaction we call representative elements. S and P block elements we simply consider as representative elements. S and P block elements we called as representative elements. Remaining as usual, what I say in S block and P block. Okay, general electronic configuration of representative elements is NS2, NS12, NS2, NP5. General electronic configuration of this one is NS2, NP6, inert gases. Here NS1R2, N-1D, 1 to 10. Here NS1R2, N-1D, okay, 1R2, N-2, okay, N-2, F, 1 to 14. General electronic configuration of inert transition. All D block elements, most of the D block elements except zinc, cadmium, mercury, all the D block elements are considered as a transition elements. Except zinc, cadmium, mercury, these are completely filled orbitals. That's why these are not called transition elements. Remaining all are considered as a transition elements. Except zinc, cadmium, mercury, okay, we not considered as a transition elements, but all F block elements considered as a inner transition elements. Okay, most of the D block elements are transition element. Okay, by that way, all the D block elements are transitional. All the transition elements are D block elements, but not all D block elements are not transition elements. All transition elements are D block elements, but all D block elements are not transition elements. This is the one statement. Okay, for the transition element, due to the presence of zinc, cadmium, mercury, okay, which has completely filled orbitals. Completely filled orbitals. This is about the based on the reactivity classification of elements. Based on the valency electron, elements were classified into SBDF blocks. Based on the nature, metals, non-metal and metalloids. Based on the reactivity, elements were classified into 4. Okay, inert elements, inert gases. Second one, representative elements, transition elements and inert transition elements. Okay, this is about the complete picture of classification of elements. Okay, next in move into this chapter, one more topic. What is that? Periodic properties and trends in groups and periods. Thank you.